Today I wanted to do a full face of first impressions because I had a lot of new products lying around which I needed to try, and I made sure that a full face could be done in that so that you can see this sort of a video because I know you guys really like a full face of first impression. My last one was really loved as well, so I would link it for you guys to see if you haven't already seen it. So yes, this is the look that I've come up with. It's like a purple and gold glitter eye with sort of nudish but pinkish features. Like other features are more pinkish and nudish, not like completely nude, because a completely nude thing is, you know, very mundane, like bright eyes and nude lips. So I just wanted to keep it sort of pinkish but not completely nude. Hope you guys get what I'm saying. So yes, this is the complete look that I have come up with all brand new makeup. So if you want to know my thoughts on some brand new makeup that I have, or you want to know how to get this look, which is really pretty by the way, then please keep on watching. So I will start off by using L'Oreal Base Magique Transforming Smoothing Primer. I haven't still used it because obviously this is a full face of first impressions, and if by mistake I feel like I'm hallucinated at any point of this video, it's simply because I'm sick, so please don't mind. So this is what the packaging looks like. It comes in this cute little tub and there's nothing else written on it except a Base Magique Transforming Smoothing Primer. So I'm just going to open the cap, and this is what it looks like. It's really thick. It's formed sort of a layer on the top which is almost like frozen, and I'll have to like sort of... Okay, so it is actually really thick. It's almost like a whipped cream consistency. So it's really thick. So I'm going to start off by applying it on the centers of my face like they've mentioned. I'm going to smoothen it out. It is really thick, you guys. Like, look at how thick it is. You can see the consistency, but at the same time it is smoothing out my skin so much. My skin feels so smooth and so nice to touch. I like the end result it has given to my skin. I'm not really sure if I feel the same way about the texture because it's really thick. So it might not work that well with oily skinned people because they already have such an oily skin type, and then you're putting such a thick cream on top of it. But it doesn't feel oily, it's just mattified and really smooth and nice. So for first impressions, I like the texture and I'll probably end up using this a lot more. It has filled into the pores of my skin, which I really like, and fine lines are less visible, which again is a nice sign. For foundation, I'm confused between two. One is this Too Faced Magic Wand Illuminating Foundation, and the other is this Becca Sheer Stick Foundation. Which one should I use? Not really sure. I think I'm gonna go in with Becca Sheer Stick Foundation because I'm not too sure about the shade of this foundation. It seems it's gonna match me, but then again it looks like it can be a little dark, so we'll see what we'll do with this. But I'm gonna start off by using Becca Sheer Stick Foundation on my skin first. This foundation is in the shade Mallow. However, I will write down all the shades in the bottom bar as well. Hopefully this should match me, so I'll start off by just applying it in lines all over my face. So that's what I look like right now. I look like someone who can go for cargo and military training anytime, right? Then I'm going to blend it out with my Surreal Technique sponge. Unlike other foundation sticks, this one was really easy to blend out, but as they say, the coverage is pretty sheer, so you can still see through all of the acne scars that I have on my face. So I will layer it up once more to see how, you know, layering this product works. So the coverage of this product can be builded upon, it can be layered upon, it doesn't look funny, and I pretty much like this coverage and the feel of this. The texture is really smooth and it was a dream to blend out. Next up we have concealer, and I'm going to use Wet n Wild Coverall Liquid Concealer Wand. This is in the shade Beige, E814 Beige. So I'm going to use this for the first time under my eyes, on my inner corners. I'm just applying it like I would normally apply any concealer, highlighting concealer. The texture is pretty thin, it feels really light, it's not quite thick, so I have to test out its coverage as well because it does say cover all. So once I've applied my concealer, I'm going to use my same sponge and then just blend this all out. Literally 4 dabs after this concealer was blended out, like literally 4 dabs and this concealer is blended out, which I really like. Obviously that inner corner is a little hard to blend because the area is so small, but still it just took 4 dabs and this concealer is perfectly blend it out, which I really like. And that's why I was saying the texture is really lovely, because it's really thin, it's not thick. Thicker textures obviously tend to be a little harder to blend out, and that's why I was so impressed by the Becca sheer stick as well, because stick foundations often are a little harder to blend out, but that was a dream to blend out. And this concealer again was a dream to blend out. The coverage is pretty normal, it's not completely high coverage and it's not completely sheer, no coverage whatsoever as well. It's somewhere in between, and that's the coverage I like. So I'm gonna just check the color of this Too Faced foundation once, and again it has a click packaging. My last full face of first impressions had such a product as well, and it just irritated the shit out of me. So I'm gonna try and see if this works. Oh, this was pretty quick. The product is already out. I like. So this is gonna be a little dark for me, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this as my contour. I guess that it would be a little dark because it felt like it was light in here, but because this has like a hazy covering, so it would have been a little darker for me. So as you can see, it's a pretty contour color for me. The foundation came out so easily, though I was expecting like I would have to click like 20 times and whatnot, but that didn't happen. The brush is pretty stiff. I thought the stiffness would go away once you take out the product, but it's still pretty stiff. And the texture of this again is very liquidy and very light. So as a foundation, this would have been lovely to use on your skin. I'm gonna blend out my contour using a duo fiber brush from MUA. And as I said, because the texture is so lovely, it's blending out like a dream. To set my contoured areas, I'm going to use Makeup Revolution Iconic Blush, Bronze and Brighten palette in Smoulder. I'm going to open the packaging to show you guys how the palette looks like. It has a highlighter, a blusher and a bronzer. Open up. So there's the bronzer, there's the highlighter and there's the blush. So I'm going to use this shade right here to set my contour. The powder is pretty soft and is pigmented as well, so you might want to use a light-handed application while applying this powder. Otherwise you can look a little too made up, which happens a lot of times, and then you have to go back and forth blending out everything and break your hands while doing it, which definitely no one wants. I'm sure no one does. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to use L'Oreal Matte Magique All-in-One Matte Transforming Powder. This is in the shade Golden Ivory, and this is what the packaging looks like. It's really cutely packaged, and as you can see, unused. So yes, I'm just going to use a big fat brush and I'm going to pack it down. So this instantly takes away any sort of dewiness as well as gives you a bit of coverage. So it's really good if you are a person who loves matte makeup rather than dewy makeup. Next up we have highlighter, and the part that I am personally most excited about. I'm going to use the LouManizer by TheBalm. I bought this off Feel Unique and I have been wanting this for the longest time, and yeah, I finally got my hands on it. So yes, this is a beautiful bronzer. No, this is a beautiful highlighter. It is like a sort of champagne color with honey undertones. So yes, I'm going to use this with the help of my e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm going to apply this on the tops of my cheekbones. And this is intensely pigmented, like in just one swipe you can already see the effect it has. Can I already say love? You don't even need that much. It's just like you need a tiny bit of it and you swipe it across like that and you have all the glow you need in the world. For my blusher, I'm going to dive into that same Makeup Revolution palette and pick up the blush shade that they have. It's a pretty pink shade. So I'm just going to pick it up with the same brush. It doesn't really matter. And oh my god, this is so pigmented. Shit, I picked up a lot. So I'm just going to dust off all the excess. And then I'm just going to slightly go and touch it on my cheeks. You see, it was so pigmented and I picked up a lot of product. So I'll have to like blend it out really nicely in order to make sure I don't look like... And we're done with the face makeup. I'll move on to the eyes next. For my eyes, I'm going to start off by doing my eyebrows, and for that I'm going to use Rimmel Brow This Way Brow Styling Gel. So I'm just going to take the wand, which looks like this, and run it through my brows. This does have color as well as styling gel in it, so it's like a really good product. for people who don't have much time. So as you can see, my eyebrows are properly filled in, as well as will stay in place for all day long, hopefully. Because this is a full face of first impressions, I'm not sure how long this will stay in, but as of now I really like the finish it has given me in like just 3 swipes. So that was really good. I'm not really sure if this has like fibers or that sort of stuff. I'll just read it out. Gel formula sculpts and defines brows. So that's all it says. So I'm not really sure if it does have fiber or not. I don't think it has any sort of fiber. So I'm starting off with the middle part of my eyebrow because I don't want most of the product concentrated on the front part. And then I'm just running it through to define my eyebrows. So I'm going to start off with my eye makeup, and the first thing I'm going to use is this Soultree kajal in the shade True Blue. This is what it looks like. It smells like really herbal and organic. It smells like camphor. So I'm going to take the pointed edge, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to carve out my crease area with this. This is smooth, but it's not as intensely pigmented as you can see. You do have to go over twice or thrice. That's what I can make out right now. So I'm just carving out my crease. Don't worry you guys, the look that I have in mind will work if everything, like all of the products work out. So yes, I'm just carving out my crease. So as you can see, after like 4-5 applications, this is the color that comes on the lid area. So if you are planning to go for the Soultree kajal, keep in mind that you'll have to go over and over one area before it shows up really nicely. Then I'm going to dive into the Makeup Revolution Baked Eyeshadow Palette. I'm using so much Makeup Revolution in this, you know, full face of first impressions. And I'm going to pick up this dark purple shade from right here. And I'm going to pick it up on a Real Techniques. This is the Beige shadow brush. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to layer it on top of the blue that I have placed on my eyes earlier. I'm going to make sure I blend this out as well. These eyeshadows are really pigmented, but they're not that soft. They are a little hard and not soft, unlike other baked eyeshadows that I've used. And I'm not really happy about that fact that these are not quite soft. Then, as I said, I'm using so much Makeup Revolution stuff. Today I'm going to dive into Makeup Revolution. This is the Redemption palette in the shade Mermaids versus Unicorns. And I'm going to pick up a dark purple shade. This one probably, and mix it with this sparkly black one. And I'm going to define my crease even more. These eyeshadows on the other hand are much more pigmented and soft to use as well. For my lid area, I'm going to apply this Toshop eyeshadow in the shade Pyramid. It's a beautiful golden shadow. It almost feels like a pressed glitter shadow. So that's why I really am excited to use this. So I'm going to use a flat brush, like a stiff flat brush. And I'm going to pick up this product and I'm going to press it on my lid area. This actually, guys, is like pressed glitter. Like, look at how beautiful that finish is. And it's like almost like a glitter and cream eyeshadow. I am loving the texture of this eyeshadow. I am going to definitely buy more of these because this was just like £5 and it is like awesome. I'm already like loving it, but you have to make sure you press it down. If you drag it way too much, it will lose its intensity as well as it can have fallouts. But as of now, I'm not having any fallouts because of the creaminess of this eyeshadow and I'm really liking it. This shadow is so beautiful, you guys. I am in love. I'm going to pick up a bit more of that dark purpley shade and intensify my crease up a bit because I think it has lost a lot of color. So that's what I'm going to do with that same brush that I used earlier. And using that same color, I'm going to run it through my lower lash line. Next up for eyeliner, I have this liquid emphasized eyeliner by Tarte. It's so cute and it's so small and it's actually in a pen form, which makes it perfect for like a really nice application. This is what the pen looks like. I'm just gonna make a nice wing, like my trademark nice wing. This is extremely black and really easy to use, so yeah, I love it. For my mascara, I have the Maybelline, the Falsies Volume Express Mascara. Can a full face of first impressions be complete without any Maybelline product? No guys, I love Maybelline and I know you guys love Maybelline as well. So I'm just gonna open this packaging and then we're gonna apply this mascara. And then we're gonna decide if we need falsies or not because this is quite a dramatic look. So if the falsies doesn't look like falsies, I'm gonna apply falsies. So this is what the wand looks like. It's interesting. It's a curved thin wand. So I'm just gonna wiggle my way up. Okay, break time to let you guys know that Maybelline does mascaras like no one else. All my 8G mascaras are from Maybelline, be it their Lash Sensational, Colossal, Hyper Curl, and now the falsies. This is such a great mascara. My eyelashes look so good, you guys. Like, I can't even, like, look, can you see? I love the falsies. Lastly, for lipstick, I don't want to go for anything too bright. I have this whole set by Seven Heavens. I have like 12 lipsticks by them. So I'll most probably choose one amongst them, or otherwise I also have like a Toshop lipstick, but that's like really pink, so I don't want to go for that. I'll see which lipstick we can do from this set itself. So I have shade number 18 from Seven Heavens, and this is what it looks like. It does look a little brighter on the screen, but it's more of like a, you can say, dusty rosish color. So I'm going to try and apply this. The application was really smooth. Not sure how long will this last on my lips. It does have like a sort of weirdish fragrance, but as long as I get a good quality product, I really don't mind. So with that, I finished this full face of first impressions. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, then please rate, comment and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And if you do recreate this sort of a makeup, then do not forget to send me a photograph on any of my social media. All of my social media would be down below, so that you can go and check them out as well. And yes, I will see you guys day after tomorrow, or no, on Monday. Till then, take care. Bye.